Federal High Court in Abuja has ordered the DSS to allow Nnamdi Kanu to access his medical records. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. This are the top 10 stories. At number 1, the Federal High Court in Abuja has ordered the Department of State Services to allow Nnamdi Kanu, the detained leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, to access his medical records. The court ruled that Kanu has a constitutional right to access the records and choose his own doctors. However, the court also ruled that the examination must be overseen by the DSS and recorded for safety reasons. Kanu had filed a lawsuit requesting an independent examination by his doctors, which the DSS had objected to, but the court dismissed their objection. At number 2, the House of Representatives disagreed with the National Electricity Regulatory Commission's proposal to raise electricity prices. They believe it is not the right time to increase tariffs, especially when citizens are already dealing with higher petrol prices. The House has directed its Power Committee to negotiate with NERC to find a solution that considers the current economic difficulties faced by the people. Lawmakers are committed to protecting the rights of Nigerians and ensuring regulatory decisions prioritize their well-being. At number 3, the National Economic Council of Nigeria is currently having a meeting in Abuja to discuss the recent increase in petrol prices. Vice President Kashim Shettima is chairing the meeting, which was called in response to the removal of petrol subsidy by President Bola Tinubu. The attendees are discussing ways to minimize the impact of the subsidy removal on workers, including providing a living wage adjustment. Various officials, including the Secretary to the Government of the Federation and Acting Governor of the Central Bank, are present at the meeting. Governors from multiple Nigerian states are also in attendance. At number 4, in an effort to safeguard the health and well-being of residents, the Oyo State government has closed down 5 private health facilities in Ibadan, the capital city of the state. The healthcare facilities were closed because they did not meet regulatory standards, according to the Director of Press and Public Relations at the Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism, Rotimi Babalola. He said that the healthcare facilities were also guilty of hiring doctors who were not qualified or licensed, often called quack doctors. The 5 facilities that were closed did not have proper equipment, staff, or adherence to medical regulations. At number 5, a minimum of 2,500 ghost workers have been discovered on the payroll of local government areas in Benue State. The state has a total of 23 local governments. Benue State Governor Hyacinth Alia revealed this information in a press release issued by his Chief Press Secretary Kula Terso and shared with reporters in Makurdi on Thursday. The governor attributed the delay in salary payments for teachers and local government staff to the need to rectify the fraudulent actions carried out by the previous administration. A thorough investigation revealed excessive addition of wages and manipulation of payroll in the local government. At number 6, the Association of Distributors and Transporters of Petroleum Products has expressed its opposition to the sudden rise in truck loading fees for gasoline by the Petroleum Tankers Drivers Association. Aditop's national president Lawal Danzaki made this statement in Abuja on Thursday. The association is concerned about the alleged excessive abuse and arbitrary increases in levies imposed by the PTD. They believe no union or association in the oil and gas industry should be allowed to collect unreasonable levies per truck of petrol. This would also include nationwide road service and safety measures for members. At number 7, 4 foreigners, including 3 Vietnamese and 1 Guinean, have been sentenced to 6 years in prison by the Federal High Court in Lagos for engaging in wildlife trafficking. Justice Yelin Bugoro found the 4 individuals guilty after they admitted their guilt and agreed to a revised 4-count charge as part of a plea bargain. The court handed down 3-year prison sentence for a fine of 500,000 naira each to the 4 men. They have been in custody since May 2021 and have been on trial since last year, along with 2 Nigerians and a Cameroonian. At number 8, the World Health Organization has warned about a cold syrup called Nnamdi that is being sold in Cameroon. The syrup has been found to have high levels of toxic substances that can be dangerous. In Cameroon, 6 young children have died in a health facility in the Fongdung area, and Nnamdi is suspected to be the cause. Similar incidents have also occurred in other countries where contaminated cough syrups have caused the death of over 300 children. The WHO received samples of Nnamdi syrup in June 2023. At number 9, the Kanu Zonal Command of the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons has reported that they have saved 1,085 people who were victims of human trafficking between January and July 2023. Most of these individuals were victims of illegal migration and were brought back to Nigeria by the International Organization for Migration and the National Emergency Management Agency. Others were rescued from being trafficked to Niger and Libya. The agency is responsible for documenting these victims and offering them support and assistance in returning to their home countries. According to the data collected by the agency, 80% of the victims were female and 20% were male. Finally, at number 10, according to the House of Commons leader Penny Mordaunt, Charles III will deliver his inaugural King's Speech during the state's opening of Parliament in the UK on November 7th. The King, who took the throne in September, will discuss Prime Minister Rishi Sunak's plan for the upcoming year, which may include a general election. Charles previously represented Queen Elizabeth II at the Parliament's opening in 2022, but this will be his first time delivering the important speech as a king. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.